Happy Labor Day. You're off work, but I'm putting you back in the office with 15 questions about work. This is Trivia with Buds. And welcome to the Trivia with Buds podcast. This is the pop culture trivia show that comes out every single day. So if you like playing along, answering questions on your commute, on your dog walk, on your workout with a friend, you are in the right place. Thanks for checking out this show. Thanks for telling a friend, and happy Labor Day. Coming up on a full year of doing trivia full-time in November, and what a year it has been. I urge you to do a side hustle for as long as you possibly can until it becomes your main hustle. That's my advice to anybody if you have something that you really like to do. And the thing I really like to do is ask people trivia questions and facilitate the whole process of doing a trivia night or a trivia party at a bar, a brewery, at an anniversary party, and a backyard party. I just did a big backyard party for some kids going back to school. It was a third graders back to school party. All their parents played, the kids played. It was tons of fun. If you have questions about starting an LLC, running a business, doing taxes, I've done all that stuff this year, so feel free to hit me up. Happy to help you out. Shoot me an email or go to my website and click contact and hit me up on the contact form. Happy to help you out the best that I can with the information I have from running a business for the last year. I'll be mailing out rewards tomorrow, everybody, for all my September Patreon subscribers. What kind of stuff do you ask? The stuff is stuff like this, a novel about Avengers character Black Widow. What about something like that? Nice thick novel about one of your favorite Marvel heroes, or maybe a pack of old school wrestling trading cards with the gum still in them that you should probably not eat at all. Or maybe an enamel pin of Kevin from The Office about to spill a giant pot of chili. All those things can be yours for donations over at patreon.com/trivia with Buds. Give it a peek, sign up. If you sign up today, I'll even send you all of September's rewards, and it won't even charge you until October. That's a little sneak peek at some stuff you can get early. So go to patreon.com/trivia with Buds. Sign up now. I'll send you all the September rewards, and you won't even get charged until October. Thanks for all the recent reviews on iTunes, everybody. We hit 100 reviews. I think we're up to 101 right now. Q is Kevin said, fun, upbeat trivia, and gave me 5 stars. Nice and short. Thanks, Q is Kevin. An Exploded Tiger said, great show with a wide array of topics. 5 stars. Thank you, Tiger. Very nice of you. And AJR004 said, Buds is funny and relatable, and the trivia is great. 5 stars. Relatable. I like that. People don't say that too often because I go off on these weird tangents, but I'm glad people are relating to the things I say. Thanks, you guys. If you were one of the reviews from 95 to 100 and you emailed me to let me know, I'll be sending you an exclusive pack of sweet prizes. So make sure you send me your address if you haven't already, ryanbuds@gmail.com. I'll be mailing out that stuff with those Patreon rewards on Tuesday. It's time to drop in on 15 questions about the theme of work. Let's do this together on your day off. Here we go. All right, here we go. 15 questions on work. Let's see how many of these you know. Question number 1. Who had the hit song Work featuring Drake in 2016? Question 1. Who had the hit song Work featuring Drake in 2016? Question number 2, what 1999 movie had the tagline, Work Sucks? Question number 2, what 1999 movie had the tagline, Work Sucks? Question number 3, what Canadian rock band had the song Working for the Weekend? Question number 3, what Canadian rock band had the song Working for the Weekend? Question number 4. In 1997, Fred Savage starred on what NBC sitcom that lasted 2 seasons? Question number 4. In 1997, Fred Savage starred on what NBC sitcom that lasted 2 seasons? Question number 5. What R&B star asked the question, is it worth it? Let me work it. Question number 5. What R&B star asked the question, is it worth it? Let me work it. Question number 6. Michael Scott had a boss on the early seasons of The Office named David. What was David's last name on the show? Number 6. Michael Scott had a boss on the early seasons of The Office named David. What was David's last name? Question number 7. The 3 top-billed actors and actresses on the cover of the movie Working Girl are Harrison Ford, Sigourney Weaver, and who else? Question number 7. The 3 top-billed actors and actresses on the cover of Working Girl are Harrison Ford, Sigourney Weaver, and who else? Question number 8. In what Disney movie would you hear the song Whistle While You Work? Question number 8. In what Disney movie could you hear the song Whistle While You Work? Question number 9. In 1981, what acclaimed actress came out with a workout book and later VHS tapes and even an album? Number 9. In 1981, what acclaimed actress came out with a workout book and later VHS tapes and even an album? Question number 10. In a memo, what does the acronym EOD stand for? Question number 10. In a memo, what does the acronym EOD stand for? Question number 11. The Julia Roberts working as a prostitute movie, Pretty Woman, takes place in what city? Question number 11. The Julia Roberts working as a prostitute movie takes place in what city? Question number 12. What country has the shortest work week in the world at 29 hours on average? Is it the Netherlands, New Zealand, or Nicaragua? Question number 12. What country has the shortest work week in the world at an average of 29 hours? Is it the Netherlands, New Zealand, or Nicaragua? Question number 13. In 1880, Emily Stowe was the first female to work in what profession in Canada? Question number 13. In 1880, Emily Stowe was the first female in Canada to work in what profession? Question 14. What day of the week is the most common for people calling in sick? Question number 14. What day of the week is most common for people calling in sick? And question 15. What's another name for someone who fabricates and erects the structural framework of buildings, bridges, towers, and more? Question number 15. What's another name for someone who fabricates and erects the structural framework for buildings, bridges, towers, and more? All right, those are your questions about work. Let's take a quick little sound effect break and come back with the answers. All right, got the answers to your questions about work right now. Let's see how many of these you got right and wrong. Question number 1. Who had the hit song Work featuring Drake in 2016? That was Rihanna. Rihanna, Riri, as the media calls her. Rihanna with Drake, Work in 2016. Number 2, what 1999 movie had the tagline, Work Sucks? That's one of my favorites, Office Space. Office Space, you got that guy covered in Post-it notes on the cover, and he's looking for his stapler, and they smash the fax machine with bats to a rap song in a field. One of the best scenes in any comedy that I know of. Number 3, what Canadian rock band had the song Workin' for the Weekend? Everybody's working for the weekend. That was Loverboy. Want a Piece of My Heart, Loverboy. Number 4, in 1997, Fred Savage starred on what NBC sitcom that lasted 2 seasons? That show was called Working. Working was the answer. I used to watch this on USA, I think. It was like in syndication for some reason, which is weird because it only lasted 2 seasons. Usually it takes 100 episodes to get in syndication back then. But it was like late 90s, early 2000s. I would come home from school or before school or something, and I'd watch this show Working. It was pretty funny. Number 5, what R&B star asked the question, is it worth it? Let me work it, put my thing down, flip it, and then reverse it. That was Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott, who had that big comeback at the Super Bowl a couple years back with Katy Perry, maybe? Number 6, Michael Scott had a boss on the early seasons of The Office named David. What was his last name? David Wallace. David Wallace, which was played by a guy who I don't think was an actor, but became an actor from this show. Number 7, the 3 top-billed actors and actresses on the cover of Working Girl, the movie Working Girl, are Harrison Ford, Sigourney Weaver, and Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith. That movie's from 1988. I think it's about Sigourney Weaver being a bad boss and stealing an idea from her secretary, who's Melanie Griffith, and then Melanie Griffith has to run the company when she gets sick, or I don't know, something. Number 8, in what Disney movie could you hear the song Whistle While You Work? That is, of course, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I think there's a song called Whistle While You Twerk. I don't know who it's by, and I'm not going to look it up. Number 9, in 1981, what acclaimed actress came out with a workout book and later VHS tapes and even an album? I was looking for Jane Fonda. She was huge in the early 80s for the workout memorabilia, and that was Jane Fonda, who you can watch on Frank and Grace and Frankie, I think, on Netflix. An ice cube just fell in my drink, if you were wondering what that noise was in the background. Number 10, in a memo, what does the acronym EOD stand for? End of day. If you had an S to that, you got an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, End of Days, but we're looking for EOD, End of Day. Number 11, the Julia Roberts working as a prostitute movie, Pretty Woman, takes place in the city of Los Angeles, L.A. I thought it was New York, but it is L.A. because he picks her up in the red light district on Hollywood Boulevard, which is, I don't know, the whole city's kind of a red light district when you got a Spider-Man guy, a guy in a brown Spider-Man costume, like walking a pig on a leash. That's Hollywood. That's how I describe Hollywood. Number 12, what country has the shortest work week in the world at 29 hours on average? It was the first choice, the Netherlands. So New Zealand, Nicaragua were out, but Netherlands has that short work week. If you hate working, maybe move to the Netherlands. Number 13, in 1880, Emily Stowe was the first female to work in what profession in Canada? She was the first female doctor in Canada, Emily Stowe, 1880. Number 4, what day of the week is most common for people calling in sick? Pretty much 2 choices here. Would you say Friday or would you say Monday? You should have said Monday. That's when most people call in sick because Sunday just didn't last long enough and they're like, I'm not going in. So Monday is the choice there. And number 15, what's another name for someone who fabricates and erects the structural framework of buildings, bridges, towers, and more? The answer I was looking for was iron worker. Iron worker, which was the profession of my father, Tom Budd Sr. And he worked on some crazy buildings all around Chicagoland, from bridges to, I don't know if he worked on towers, but bridges, skyscrapers, and tons of schools and things. Shout out to my dad, R.I.P., an iron worker. If you're an iron worker, let me know. I don't know too many modern iron workers, so I'd love to hear from you and what the world of iron working is like. Shoot me an email, ryanbuds@gmail.com. Maybe I'll have you on. We could do some structural trivia on the show. That would be fun, huh? How'd you do on those questions, guys? Did you nail them all? I hope you got most of them or learned a few things, like stuff about the Netherlands. Speaking of learning about things, if you want to learn stuff, learn about if stuff from your childhood was as cool as you remember, check out Wreck My Podcast with my friend Jordan Zeilinger. It's a great show about nostalgia. If you like this show, if you like pop culture, you will love Wreck My Podcast. Wreck My Podcast wherever podcasts are found. September 14th through the 16th, I'll be in Chicagoland, guys, my hometown of Chicagoland. Join me for Disney, Marvel, Star Wars trivia at Hackney's in Palos Hills at 7 p.m. Friday, September 14th. I used to run big comedy shows there, so I think it'll be a big, fun turnout. Tickets are $10 on my website or $10 at the door. And then you can join me Saturday afternoon, September 15th, for Pop Culture Bingo at 350 Brewing in Tinley Park, Illinois. That's at 1 p.m. We'll be doing 12 rounds of pop culture bingo on things like hit songs or Simpsons characters or wrestling entrance songs, which was requested by the venue. He said, do you think you could do something with wrestling? I was like, oh, buddy, you know I can. And that'll be fun. So you can get tickets for that for $10. You get 12 bingo cards, and we'll be giving away all these great prizes for each round of bingo. And you can buy additional bingo cards for $1 if you want to play more than one card at once. Sunday, I'll be back at 350 Brewing for another event, sitcom trivia at 1 p.m., $10 tickets per person. You get up to 8 people for the Hackney show on your team, or for the 350 Brewing sitcom trivia show, up to 8 people on your team. And you can get $10 tickets on my website, triviawithbuds.com, for both of those events, or you can get them at the door. We'll be doing rounds on The Simpsons, The Office, Seinfeld, and Friends, so don't miss that show if you live in Chicago and you dig those sitcoms. Big prize baskets for the top 3 teams as well at Hackney's and 350 Brewing. All the info, click the banners on triviawithbuds.com. Thank you guys so much for listening. Happy Labor Day, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.